Hey guys, people! Well, I hit a few triggers on my last video when I talked about prostitution. So, me being the type that likes to avoid tough subjects and conflict, I figured I'd cover it for all the crybabies. Rick, you can't talk about it, it's bad, and women are smart and equal, but they don't have the sense to do what they want. You're just, hey, whatever, people. Discuss hard topics without being all crybabying. Good grief. Look, I'm not saying prostitution is necessarily a great thing, but I'm not saying that government is a great thing either. And government has killed a whole lot more people than prostitution. So, looking at prostitution, and my thing on prostitution, I've been to many countries where prostitution is are legal. Australia, I don't know if it's legal in Canada or not. I know Australia, it's mostly legal. I know Amsterdam is mostly legal. I know there's some other places. Korea, it was legal. I don't know if it is now. According to the map, it's not now, but I don't know. So, and I think Mexico, it's legal. Or in some places where they say it's illegal, it's really not illegal. So, let's look at this little map here. You know what? I think I can blow this up. Yeah, I can. All right. So I want everybody to remember that prohibition was illegal. And everybody who was against it said, it's going to ruin the country. It'll be over. Nobody will be able to live. And I mean, it was just crazy, the fear of legalizing alcohol. And there's still people out there that don't think alcohol should be legal. There's dry counties. There's places where you can't get alcohol. But, and to me, prostitution is the same way with alcohol. When you prohibit it, you create a black market. You create big problems. The other problem I have is strip bars. Strip bars are absolutely fine. A woman can get up here and dance on a pole, take her clothes off. People can pay her, give her money, put money on her, and that's totally legal. But what two people do in their bedroom is somehow illegal, and the government needs to protect the poor woman from making her own decisions. All right. Okay, so according to this map, and again, all information is relative. I don't know whether it's true, what isn't true, etc. By the way, here's the Bermuda Triangle for those that don't know. It's pretty cool. A lot of cool things happen there. But anyway, I digress. So, you notice it's pretty much illegal. The red is prohibition, prostitution illegal. So we have the blue, it's decriminalized and no criminal penalties for prostitution. So this is the blue, this is Australia. I'm not sure what these islands are here. Somebody, my geography ain't that great. I don't know what that is here. I don't know what it is here. But that's where it's pretty much decriminalized. Green, legalization. Prostitution legal and regulated. Pretty good bit of green running around. A lot of Australia, man. Pretty much Australia seems like a pretty happy, easygoing place. You know, I think they have topless beaches there. You have a topless beach in the United States and people freak out. I don't know what it is about Hooters in our country, but for some reason, all the feminists run around with their hair on fire. We can burn our bras, but you can't look at other women's Hooters. All right. Anyway, so, and then we have, let's see, we have red is illegal. Legal varies with local laws. That's kind of this area, which is a lot of here. Mexico. So pretty much where, and Nevada. In the middle of the U.S., Nevada is legal. So, evidently, and I'm not sure whether prostitution is a federal crime or not. It probably falls into racketeering or some sort of sex trafficking. There's some federal law I'm sure they can hook you on. But Nevada, which is liberal left, by the way, which is surprising because they're all about women's rights. So all you left wings in Nevada that think women need rights and they need protection, you should be like banned at Nevada because they're liberal and they allow women to make their own decision. They allow women, if they want to decide to do something, they can do it. They don't need the government permission. Now, looking at this map, it looks like most lot of communist countries make it illegal. But anyway, well, Middle East can't do it. That's where sheep are nervous. All right, so Alaska. I thought there was other places where it was okay in the U.S. And just because it's illegal doesn't mean it's really prosecuted a whole bunch. Because, look, prostitution doesn't have a lot of jury appeal. You got two consenting adults. Whether they go out to dinner and you buy them dinner and she says, okay, I'm going to go home and have sex with you, or whether you just give her the money for dinner and say, you can go out to dinner later, let's go have sex. For one, it's illegal and one isn't. It's just freaking crazy. I mean, women can, and another thing is there's plenty of countries where they make it illegal only for the person paying for the sex is a crime. It's not a crime to be a prostitute. It's only a crime to pay for sex. Go figure that. Now look, there's men prostitutes, and I think it got into that. Hang on, let me go back to this article. We're going to talk about this. And try to keep an open mind without jumping into, oh my God, the religion. Look, religion don't like prostitution because they get people who are married and donate and have children and raise and promote and give money to the church. So most religions want your money, and having guys go out and not get married and not be part of the church isn't good for the church. The church doesn't care about you. The church doesn't want to protect you. Neither does government. But Rick, they could tax it. Some places do tax it. Just like drugs. The people that say drugs should be legal and taxed, some of them are the same ones that say, oh no, prostitution should still be illegal. Government should still tell adults what they can do in the privacy of their own home, in their own bedroom. That's why I'm anti-prostitution laws. Not to mention, prostitution laws end up hurting prostitutes more than it does anything. I've dealt with a lot of prostitutes. I've had a lot of prostitutes that I just had this conversation with a cop saying they are a wealth of information. They know the streets. If you want to know the neighborhood, you talk to one of the prostitutes. They live it. They walk it. They know who's bad. They know who's good. They know what's going on. They know who's running drugs. They know who's committing crimes. Your prostitutes are your best form of information. Of course, there's a lot of cops out there. Oh, I can't talk to prostitutes. They're breaking the law. My job is to arrest them and get them into court and cost them money and lock them up and protect them because they're too stupid. And they shouldn't be able to make a living unless the government tells them it's okay. So, I don't know if I have a strong position either way. I do have a strong position on government needs to stay the hell out of people's business, especially, without a doubt, what two adults do in the privacy of their own freaking room. None of government's business, period. No ifs, ands, buts, or coconuts. That's my strong position. And I had some people crying in the other video, oh, you're promoting prostitution, I used to like you, now you're mean. Shut up, freaking cry. So Wikipedia covers there's a lot of issues about brothels and whether it's good and whether or not, it should be regulated. And does regulation help prostitutes more than making it illegal? Because I'm a firm believer, when it's illegal, prostitutes don't call the cops. They get beat up. They get stolen. They get used. They live in fear. They have to work with a pimp who usually treats them like crap, who takes their money. And the pimp protects them because they can't go to the government for protection because it's illegal and the government will arrest them. And that's the argument that prostitution shouldn't be illegal for prostitutes. It should only be illegal for the people that are paying for it. Well, I'm against that too because, again, I just don't think government needs to tell two people what they want to do with their money and their decisions in the privacy of a room. It's none of their government's business. Another issue with prostitution is if it was legal, you could control, you could require health checks, you could require regulation. Prostitutes wouldn't have to work in slum areas and hide from the cops. They could be out in the open. It could be run more like a business. Prostitutes, where it's legal or unionized, they make better money, they're better protected, there's less crime against prostitutes. So this is one of those issues that there's not an easy answer, and everyone wants to get mad at me because I guess I'm just pointing out both sides. Economic and health issues, economic-wise, look, if prostitutes want estimated 96 million lost in taxation revenue, man, you say that to a liberal, I'm surprised liberals aren't all over that. They love taxes. But you know, they got to play the we care about the women, even though they don't give a shit about women. Liberals don't care about women. They care about making you think they care about you so you'll vote for them because you're too stupid to figure out that they don't care about you. No government cares about people, period. I don't care what side it is. Anyway, I could digress. Let's get back to this area right here where they talk about the definition. So here's basically how people call the different names, decriminalize, prohibition, whatever. So it tells you whether selling sex, buying sex, organizing sex, buyer solicitation. So for legalization, people that believe legalized should be regulated selling. I think it should be legalized, but I'm not necessarily into regulating. Regulated for buyers, regulated for organized, and regulated for buyer solicitation. Decriminalized, they're like, hey, it's legal to sell, to buy, to organize, whatever. So a lot of, I think, your libertarians might fall in this area. I could be wrong. I'm sure any libertarians in there will tell me. I think I'm conservative when it comes to most issues, and I'm a constitutionalist, and I'm libertarian in some issues. But I don't think I'm liberal in any issue because they're just freaking idiots. Okay, prohibition, everything's illegal. So you either have legalized, everything's regulated, criminalized, everything's legal, or decriminalized, prohibition, everything's illegal. And then you have the abolishes and neo-abolitism or whatever it is, and legal, illegal, some's illegal. You know, that's how do we make it to where we can blame the man and tax the man and make the woman the victim? These are those. So, and let's see, gender. A lot of people think it's just women. There are men. It's a small percentage, but actually there's almost the same percentage of transgenders are male. 4%, 93% women. And look, I just don't think government needs to be getting into people's adults' business. I'm sorry. And I know married women don't want prostitution legal because then they're men. They can't keep their men at home. And they think that, you know, if it's legal, then I can't trust my guy. Well, guess what? If you can't trust him if it was legal, you probably shouldn't be trusting him now. Rick, you can't say that. We're married, and marriage is the ring protects us, and we're safe, and everybody trusts everybody, and marriage is good. Okay, whatever, people. You can live your own life. I just don't think prostitution is a crime that government needs to be making money on. I've worked bee stings. We call them 647B in California as prostitution. I've worked bee stings, and I'm telling you, it's bullshit. Women get screwed. They're out there trying to make a living. They're out there trying to pay for their... Some of them are making very good livings. Some of them have some hard luck stories. A lot of them are there by choice. I've asked them, if you could get out of this. Let's say I could help you get out of this. Would you want my help to get us? You go, no, I enjoy what I do. I don't have a problem with it. I make good money, and I enjoy what I do. And I'm like, all right. You know, I mean, until you've dealt with them on that level, don't come here and accuse me of being the mean, oh, you like prostitution, you must be a bad guy. All right, whatever, people. Look, freedom is not easy. Tyranny, totalitarianism, communism, that's easy. You got people in charge, they get the benefits, they get the money, they take what they want, they lock you up, they kill you, there's no rules, they can do whatever the hell they want, and you're a slave. That's easy, people. Freedom is hard. And all the people that their first jump is, government needs to save us and get in there and get involved and protect us. That's not freedom, people. All right, well, that's my position. We can argue it out in the comments. Everybody can tell me how wrong I am. All right, we'll end it there.